Well, good Friday morning, Southeast Texas. It's been a pretty nice morning so far. One thing you'll notice, start noticing it today into the weekend, will be higher humidity on our Roofing 911 Skycam network over in Orange, sponsored by the Horseman's Western Store. Have partly cloudy skies, some cumulus clouds and some high cirrus clouds off in the distance as well. So it'll be partly cloudy to partly sunny this afternoon. And outside our 12 studios, our Roofing 911 Skycam network, sponsored by Mid-County Plumbing, partly cloudy right now and a little bit of breeze. Now, yesterday and the day before, we did hit right around 90 degrees. It's going to be a little under that today all the way into next week, so we'll have more wind beginning today. More clouds, more wind. That'll help us out a little bit on our temperatures coming up across Southeast Texas. That's some good news there. We started out pretty warm this morning, and in some areas we had mid-60s. Some areas we had upper 60s, near 70 tonight with the wind up a little bit and more clouds. It'll be warmer. We're looking at probably near 70 beginning tonight for lows. So pretty good afternoon across Southeast Texas right now. As we go over to Lake Charles on our Roofing 911 Skycam network, sponsored by Market Basket. A lot of high clouds over there, some breaks in those. More partly sunny over there, meaning when we go partly sunny, that means more clouds and sun. And then when we go partly cloudy, a little more sun than clouds. So, but not a bad afternoon. Not expecting any rain through the weekend, really. Maybe a slim chance coming up on a Sunday. That would be about it. And just slowly increasing those rain chances as we head into next week. So overall, not a bad morning. Lake Charles, Southwest Louisiana, you should reach the mid to upper 80s coming up later on this afternoon. So yeah, a warm afternoon expected, but hopefully staying away from the 90s. I think more clouds and wind will help us out. On our Roofing 911 Skycam network, our other camera here in Beaumont, sponsored by Packard and LaPrade, partly cloudy skies. Started out near 70 in Beaumont this morning, should reach the upper 80s this afternoon. A little bit windy, as we've been talking about. It's going to be windy today through the weekend across the area. Humid as well. You have to trade one thing for another. Of course, we had less humidity the last couple days, so it was hotter. Now we have more wind and clouds, so the temperatures will not be as hot. But the humidity is back. It'll be back coming up over the course of the next few days. And one of our last final stops here up in Jasper, Roofing 911 Skycam network, sponsored by Provalis. A lot of high clouds up there. Now this is pretty much mostly cloudy up in the lakes area right now, with those cirrus clouds working in from the northwest. And we'll see those on and on throughout the afternoon, into the evening, and probably some over the course of the weekend as well. You started out in the 60s in the lakes this morning, and you'll be in the upper 80s, maybe hitting 90 briefly. I don't know, it's a lot of high clouds, so it may stay just under 90 up in the lakes, but it'll be close up there. They have a better chance of hitting 90 than we do here in the Triangle up in the lakes area, that's for sure. So, but a little bit of breeze. Final stop on our Roofing 911 Skycam network down in Port Arthur, sponsored by Mid-County Construction. Partly cloudy down there, and temperatures running in the 80s. Port Arthur, you'll probably top out around 86-ish this afternoon. You're closer to the water. Wind coming off the water will help hold your temperature certainly well under 90 degrees there. All right, temperatures across the rest of the area, low to mid 80s, 85 in Woodville, 82 Jasper, 84 Kirbyville. We're running in the lower 80s here in the Triangle, as well as over in Houston. They're at 82, Huntsville at 79, 82 degrees over in Lake Charles. So yeah, upper 80s I think is pretty good, 86 to 88 for highs today, maybe a 90 up in the lakes area coming up this afternoon. Here's our car wash forecast for the weekend. Looks pretty good. Get out, wash the car. I think we're okay there. And here's the forecast. Saturday, Sunday, add a little wax. Now as we get into Monday, I'd start if you're gonna wash the car, basically is what I'm saying here. It's probably better to do it over the weekend, because as we head into next week, those rain chances slowly start coming back, and you wash your car, it starts to rain. So best chance to wash the car really tomorrow and Sunday. And on Sunday, we have a few isolated showers in the forecast, but I think we'll be okay there. Weather impact day, not a weather impact alert, just a weather impact day coming up for Wednesday of next week, showers and thunderstorms will be likely. The timing's still a little iffy, maybe late Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and we could see them as late as Wednesday afternoon. That's the way it shapes up right now. That just means that the area will be impacted with some showers and thunderstorms. Coverage around 60% on a Wednesday. Scattered to numerous showers and storms. A half to an inch and a half possible. I like those rain totals. And then we'll see what happens on Thursday and Friday, just beyond our 7-day. Could be another system coming in as well. Nothing on radar this afternoon. Let's go across the state now. There's those high clouds. See how thick they are in the lakes? We saw that nice on our camera in Jasper. And here they are in the triangle, some high clouds. In the low levels, the cumulus clouds developing off the Gulf with the southerly flow and the moisture. Little showers in western Texas. A little weak boundary off to our northeast. That's not going to do anything. So we're in good shape, I think, through the weekend. So have any outdoor plans other than trying to stay cool, it looks pretty good, at least as far as any significant rain chances. Maybe a 10% coverage, as we said, on a Sunday. Other than that, looks pretty good. Now the wind, that's what's helping us out. That's keeping us under 90 degrees is the wind. We'll see some gusts over 20 at times today, and as we head throughout the day tomorrow, some more gusts, 22, 24. It's a little bit breezy in the afternoon. So if you're heading out to heading down to the beach, be prepared for a little bit of wind in the forecast, but not too bad. And let's take a look at temperatures across the rest of the state. As we pointed out earlier, already close to 90 degrees up in Lubbock, 86 Amarillo, 82 in Houston, 78 in Lufkin. So most areas, bottom line is upper 80s this afternoon. We may hit 90 in the lakes, but as we showed you on satellite and on the camera in Jasper, a lot of high clouds up there though. They may stay just under 90 as well. It'll be close, but it doesn't matter. It's still going to be very warm, breezy, and humid this afternoon, 83 down in Corpus. Our drought monitor has really improved up in the lakes area since last week, just a level, was that level 2? Parts of the triangle, level 3, especially mid-county Port Arthur. You saw some rain finally, but you didn't see as much rain as the I-10 corridor and areas north, but I do look for some more improvement in this coming up by next Thursday when it updates again, especially with the rain chances looking pretty good for Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. That's the timing right now, anyway, on the rain. All right, futurecast this afternoon. Yeah, mid to upper 80s. That looks pretty good under partly sunny skies. Not only have cumulus clouds coming in off the Gulf, we have the high clouds too. So there'll be some sun, but more clouds than sun. 72 tomorrow morning. It's going to be a warm, humid night. That's for sure. And as we head throughout the day tomorrow, almost a repeat of today. It'll be breezy, warm, humid, mid to upper 80s, more like maybe mid 80s. The winds will be staying up again off the Gulf coming up for tomorrow. And no rain certainly is expected. Speaking of rainfall, here is our possibility of rainfall totals anyway. Anywhere from a half to an inch and a half. There could be some isolated 2s here and there. It's just this will change several times before we get to next Wednesday and Wednesday night, that's for sure. But just gives us an indication that rainfall is on the way. Pattern will be changing next week. Remember, we had a wet week last week, dry week this week. Next week, wet again, especially middle week, late Tuesday, Wednesday. South winds up to 20 knots offshore. The water temperature for now at 78 degrees this afternoon, partly sunny. Highs around 87